Welcome to Cloud Institution, and we are the best cloud training providers in Bangalore. So now today in this video we are going to see about authenticate Terraform to Azure. Okay, so this was the topic which we are going to discuss today. So what are we going to do today is that if you wanted to create any kind of resources for Azure through Terraform, first of all you have to authenticate to your account. Okay, so in this video we are going to see how are we going to authenticate to Azure using Terraform. Okay, so in order to do that we have to go to terminal. Okay, so as you can see in the last video, so we have done the Terraform init and then we have initialized the Terraform resource provider, right? So Azure RM is the provider for Azure, so we have initialized in the last video. Today in this video we are going to do a login. Okay, so Azure login, and we are going to authenticate using our account. So what happens is, if you are authenticating with Azure, is that so whenever you're creating a resources, those resources will be creating under that particular account. Okay, so we can manage the subscriptions based on the multiple accounts. Okay, so we can see those things later, but for now initially we're going to see how to authenticate how to authenticate Azure Azure portal using Terraform. Okay, so in order to do that, what are we going to see is that we have to see, first of all we need to see that so how many accounts, if there is any accounts has already been there. Okay, if you want to see that one, you have to use the command called az account show. Okay, so there is no account is there already been set up. Okay, so that's the reason why it's telling me that az login is the command which I have to use to log into your Azure account. Okay, so now what is az command? Az command is a Azure CLI command. Okay, so I'm going to post a new video in the upcoming classes, that so how to install az CLI in your desktop. Okay, so now if you can see here, we are going to see az login is the command. Okay, so login is the command which I'm going to use to log in from this terminal. Okay, so what I'm telling is that so from this terminal, okay, so it should be authenticate to my Azure account. Okay, so even though if you have authenticated using browser, okay, so still you have to authenticate from this terminal. Okay, so now what I have to do is that I have to do az login. Okay, so az login. So whenever I do az login, it will going to show me so which email ID I have to be authenticating it. Okay, so basically I already been logged in to my AWS console, but still this particular so step is used to authenticate to your terminal. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this my email account. So now it's showing me that so now we have logged into Microsoft Azure. Okay, with my email ID, so with that is my account. Okay, so now as you can see here, so there is a list of output is come. Okay, so this is your account which has been logged in for Azure or Terraform. Okay, so now if you create any kind of resources, it's going to be creating under this particular account. Okay, so this particular account, so wherever the email ID has been configured, it's going to be creating under your AWS account, sorry, under your Azure account, right? So now we are going to, so okay, so now I just already logged in. Okay, so now so if you can see Azure account show, it will show you one account has been already been configured. Okay, so now I'm going to show you one another way of logging into your AWS, logging into your Azure account. Okay, so now if you want to see that so if we have done Azure easy login to log into your account, but I'm going to clear it off. How I'm going to log out of this account. So if you want to do this one, easy account clear. So this is the command which you have to use to clear this easy login whichever you have already done with this terminal. Okay, so if you can ask me, like so if I do easy clear, easy account clear from here, if you can see easy account show, and it's not going to show me any account. So does that mean that it's been logged out so of the account from the browser itself? No, it is not, right? So still I have this az login is already working. Okay, so my Azure account is already working, but it's been logged out from this terminal. Okay, So hope you understand this one. So now if you wanted to log in again with some different options, right? So Azure is already been giving the one of the other options, which is easy login, use device code. Okay, you can copy this one and you can just paste this one and you can just do a easy login. Okay, now what I have to do is that I have to copy this, URL and go here and then type it here. Okay, so it will ask you for the code. Okay, so device code, we have to enter your device code here, right? So now if you can go here, you can copy this one, copy this and then put it over here. Okay, then it's going to ask me that, so which account I wanted to log in with. I'm going to click on this one and then I'm going to continue. Okay, as you can see here, as soon as I is given the, okay, so as soon as I is given the next, it's authentication. So now it's been showing me that, so which account I have been logged in with. Okay, so this is what something, so this is what something, so this is what something, so two different way of logging into your Azure account. Okay, so now from the next time, whenever you wanted to create some kind of resources, for example, in the next video we're going to see how to create a resource groups from the from Terraform, right? So whatever the code which we are going to write. So if you want to create any kind of resource group or any other resources, first of all you have to authenticate it. So now I've been authenticated to my account from a terminal for Terraform, and I'm going to create some kind of resources in the next session. We're going to see how those resources are creating from the Terraform. Okay, so these are the two different ways in which we can create where we can just log into your Azure account. Okay, so that's it from this session, and thank you so much for watching this one. So to watch more video like this one, please subscribe to our channel and just please follow us. Okay, so I'm going to see you in the next video.